We are now properly live, and we're very wided out. So what we have to do is go up here, Nadine, and press that. And then it's us really there, warts and all. So good morning, everybody. I'm sorry we've had such technical problems. We're here in the bathroom with the delightful Nadine Baggott. Nadine's ladies, good morning. Welcome to my bathroom, because Nadine is filming it as well.
With me.
And I'm so excited to have Nadine in the bathroom, because we've had a mixture of ladies recently. But Nadine, to me, is in the Caroline Hirons group.
Do you know what? I was texting her last night and I said,
I bet she's
expect to be name checked, Caroline.
Anyway, I'd love to do actually one day the three of us.
Oh.
I don't know if there'd be room for anyone else to get a word in edgeways, but what I think I love about you, Nadine, which we'll discuss further, is your nitty-gritty knowledge taken from being a kind of guinea pig yourself for many years and then going in and talking rather toughly to people who try to kind of say, this is what we do and this is what this cream does, and you're going, but does it really? And I've watched Nadine's YouTube channel and her vlogs, and she just says it how it is, so we really, really love that. So I'm just going to say good morning to one or two people, because they're all down there.
Hello, Lucia.
Morning, Amanda.
Hello, Dominica.
Good morning. Vanessa, technically challenging morning, good morning. I know technically, is it all right now? Maria, Isabella, Candice, Geordie, Monica, Marcia, Steph, Sue, Heidi, Geordie. All right, ladies. So we're going to start off, and I'm just going to get that Nadine Baggott Facebook Live calendar notification out of the way.
That's it.
Now, as you'll notice,
two technically challenged women, can I just say?
Nadine is beautifully made up this morning. We're going to discuss that, and I have no makeup on. So at some stage, I'm going to do my stack. And I'm going to, first of all, you're going to show me the products that you've brought in, because I feel I might be the guinea pig.
Okay, should we talk skincare first?
I think we should talk skincare first, and I had asked you ladies to post some questions, and the problem was, after I did that, in my menopausal state, I went out the window. So I haven't read your questions. I'm really sorry. So could you repost them now? And we've got Alex in the back room, because everyone from social media is in Winchester or outside London. So lovely Alex has come in to take some questions, and she's going to fire us questions, but she hasn't done it before. So we've got to let her room to ask the questions. So Alex, anytime you have a really good question, any question.
Back here, because basically when I knew I was filming with Trinny, I said to her, what do you want to do? Should we do favourite products, favourite gadgets? And she said everything.
Everything. But I think we need, it's good to have process. So let's say if we've got a 40-minute show today, what we're going to do is we're going to start...
we're going to be organised.
We're going to be a tiny bit organised, because I think it's really helpful for you ladies if we are a little bit. So I asked Nadine, when she gave me this lovely list of things, to bring the tools she can't live without, because we all want to know what are the tools we can use, which are between what we do in our bathroom and what we can do in a doctor's chair. Mm-hmm. What sits in the middle, because that's really exciting. And then your 5 products you couldn't live without, which I think is fantastic, because we always like to know from a beauty guru what those are. So what do you want to start with?
Okay, I'm going to start with something that you have never heard of, which I can't believe it, which is the makeup eraser. And this is still damp from this morning.
Yeah.
Now, you know that Caroline loves her flannels. I'm addicted to flannels.
Yeah.
I use muslin cloths, the whole thing.
Yeah.
The makeup eraser. When you do your home cleaning, do you ever use a microfiber cloth?
No, I use Foreo.
Okay.
Because that's that's my tool.
Because eye makeup, how do you get rid of your eye makeup?
You
can't use Foreo around your eye, can you?
I do.
Do you?
Because I kind of break it up here. I mean, I know you shouldn't, because I'm a bit rough with things, but what, can I ask you, are you prepared to do it now?
Oh, if I show you,
yes.
If I was to show you what this was like, basically what this is it's just a microfiber cloth.
Let's hold it up
feels
so
like
they can see.
It feels like a child's soft toy. It's that sort of nylon-y, fluffy child's toy thing. Yeah. But basically what it is, it's a microfiber cloth that boosts the performance of every cleanser you use.
Okay, so you use it with a cleanser.
You can use it just with water. They advertise it as just with water. I wouldn't use it just with water, but I have done on a flight. Yeah. But then Caroline told me if I was flying with Caroline, she went, "Oh, filthy woman. Where's your cleanser?
Yeah,
where's your cleanser?" Yeah. But basically what it does is it's a microfiber cloth. You can stick it in the washing machine on 60, 90 degrees, boil wash it, just like a flannel, but it's more efficient than a flannel and it's softer on your skin. And these microfibers basically absorb all the dust, dirt, makeup, everything.
But you must have to have a few, because you don't want to use...
You can use one side one day, one side the next, but you still need 3 or 4 to wash.
I know, but can I just say the practicality of that? Let me just do, because how many of you do, it's clean, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do that, and then I'll go, and then I'll get my neck off.
Oh, well then in which case you'd need 7 of them, one every day.
How much are they?
It's actually written on here. I bought mine in the States, but they're now available here.
Yeah.
That was $22.
Okay, so for $100, you could have a new cleaning routine, which you think. Do you think your skin changed as a result, or it just?
I just
really
think
clean?
if you buy a cleanser and
Yeah.
you kind of think this isn't really working, it's not getting rid of my waterproof eye makeup.
Yeah.
It's not. I love Tightline. We have totally
Yeah.
different makeup regimes, which we'll go on to. I'm addicted to Tightline. You wake up in the morning, it's all down your face, even you think you've cleansed it off. This super powers any cleanser you use.
What's
basically. Tightline is your eyeliner that goes up under that line there, and in the base that you don't. No, because you've got your lashes.
Yeah, I got my lashes.
She's going to tell me off about my makeup later.
How often do you wash it?
Oh, you need to wash it every time you use it. It's like a flannel.
I think
you boil wash it.
Okay, so I think that's really interesting. I mean, in a way, I should put some makeup on to take it off and see how it works.
But what about your lashes? I don't want you to rip your lashes off because you're not an. We're very different. I'm an eyeliner, mascara addict, waterproof. You're not.
Yeah, I'm not.
And if you are an eyeliner waterproof, and also I don't wear a lot of base, but if you wear a lot of base and it doesn't come off at the end of the day, this basically supercharges everything.
Okay.
Do you use Foreo every single day?
Twice a day.
Okay, now this is really interesting. So you've got Foreo.
Yeah.
This is how we're different.
Oh,
I
think I would go to that machine.
But I don't use it every single day. I would only use it twice a week, and I would only use it with the delicate heads on it.
Okay,
so
can I just say, can we just talk
tell me what you dislike about it? Because there you go. This is the head I use, and that's
Okay.
the cashmere head, which is super soft.
I'll tell you what I think. I think Clarisonic can be a fabulous cleanser, but I feel it's for your second cleanse. And I think the habit some women make is they'll put on their cleanser, they'll still have their makeup on, and they'll use that machine.
Yeah.
All right. And they are picking up dirt from their skin they've had all day. And this, I think, retains bacteria. This is just me. But if you use this and you've taken off your makeup and you're somebody who really does deep cleansing, because I do 2 cleanses in the morning if I kind of like Caroline's kind of thing. Regime. But I do it usually with a liquid cleanser and then a balm. So I would probably do the balm for my makeup, take that off, and with a liquid cleanser, use this.
See, I use this a completely different way.
Okay, how do you use it?
I don't use this to cleanse. I use this with an enzyme exfoliant or a gritty exfoliant to give myself a facial.
Oh, you do?
I use it the way it's used by a facialist, which is what they do is they then put, and I would team it with something like Frances Prena-Jones Clean and Prep, which is an enzyme cleanser.
I'm doing an enzyme cleanser now. I'm taking Frances Prena Clean and Prep. I don't have makeup on now. I have a tiny bit of. Oh, I love that cleanser. I forgot how much I love it.
Isn't it?
It's. Can I just say?
It
was in Selfridges,
and I hate the fact that it's so expensive.
I know, it's a killer.
Can I just say she's reformulated it and she's put a little bit more fragrance in, and I like it less than I liked the original. So what it is, it's Clean and Prep. Frances Prena-Jones. She's an aesthetic doctor in the UK, but it's an enzyme cleanser. So what you do is, if you put it on and then take it straight off, it's not really going to work.
No, you
do that.
But how?
2 minutes. It's like a glycolic cleanser. If you leave it on your skin for a couple of minutes, work it in with that.
Yeah.
You then get a mini peel while you're at it.
Well, I have just done a peel.
Feel free
on
to use my Clarisonic.
Because I have a very clean skin. But I'm going to just
I
do
could
it.
get
So
that
you put a bit
skin,
of
I'd be in
water.
heaven. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm just going to do that.
Don't drip everywhere,
it's
my
okay.
darling.
That's fine. Let me just turn off the water. So I think that
So this is how I use it. I don't use it every day for cleansing. I would use my makeup eraser every day for cleansing, and then this once or twice a week as a sort of mini at-home facial.
Yeah.
That's how I use it, you see.
It's very therapeutic, that kind of, we've used
and I
that
tell you
everywhere,
it's really
ladies.
good on, okay, how often do you ignore your neck, think you're suddenly getting super old and getting lines on your neck, and then you realise, actually, you've just got a grubby neck. So you basically need to go right down onto your neck, or as Caroline High would say, take it to the tits.
Take it to the tits.
That's a Caroline High. I would say nipples and up.
Nipples and up. I'd say, I had somebody on Instagram yesterday, Rosie, I'll name and shame her, who said, Trinny, about time you did some retinols on your neck. Because yesterday I was doing a quick little thing. And I thought, okay, Rosie, I wonder, should I go and stalk you and say, okay, how old are you? That you're saying, look at your neck and sort out your neck. And I found it quite funny because I sort of don't care. I care because the neck goes more than the face. But I think the more we can do whatever we do on our face, on our neck.
Listen, I've done a vlog about this before, okay, so my skin to here is quite good. Here it's okay. Here it's terrible.
I think your skin there, for a woman who's over 50, is so good.
I'm 55,
Caroline.
Nadine. That's entirely flattering. I don't mind being called Caroline, but can I tell you, this all needs treating an IPL, because you put your SPF and your cleanser and everything down to here, and you forget to take it down to here, and I really regret that.
All right.
Slightly converted.
Okay. All right. I tell you what, therapeutically, I love that thing, but for me, and I will clean it for you afterwards, darling. For me, this, which is my Foreo, because it's silicone.
You'll get told off for leaving that
I know.
tap on.
It's going to do the same thing, and I can make it higher.
Well, it does a different thing, because basically that uses like sonic waves to kind of empty your pores out.
Yes.
In some ways, I think that's more gentle.
Well,
which is why I wouldn't use this every day. I mean, I would use,
Yeah.
that's my cashmere head, which is the super soft one.
Okay.
I would use that twice, you use that with the cleanser. I use my Clarisonic twice a week with an enzyme or a glycolic cleanser.
But can we both agree, and this is where we want to head for, ladies, is that doing a proper cleansing is the beginning of any skincare routine, because there's ladies out there who do kind of maybe, you know, L'Oreal shift it and then spend a bit of time on some nice serum, and it's nearly pointless, because unless you've really cleansed your skin, you've got to have a base to put product on which is going to be able to penetrate through and do something. And there's tools in there, I bet you've got to do that.
Also, I think that the more makeup you use and the more SPF you use, and I think girls today wear better quality bonding makeup. Like, we didn't have double wear when I was growing up. So double wear Estee Lauder is so hard to get off. That's a classic bonding, long-lasting makeup. But you've got to, if you don't cleanse it off at the end of the day, whatever you put on top, none of it's going to go in.
I know, but can I just say,
None
you
of
see,
it's going
I
to go
feel
in.
so strongly that although you might think those are protecting the skin, and I get your point, Caroline, because if you look at someone like Joan
Nadine.
Collins... Okay, let me just start slowly. Nadine, I met once on a couple of times Joan Collins, and I was once on a plane with her, and plane light is the most unflattering light.
Hideous.
And Joan,
Good for plucking your
It was
eyebrows.
probably about 10 years ago, and Joan has a lot of base on, but she has unbelievable skin, and she never went in the sun a day in her life, and she used exactly what you're saying. She used her base, which I don't think had SPF in it in those days, to protect her skin because she put so much on. But my philosophy is, I want to see your skin. Mm-hmm. I want to see your skin. I don't want to see your foundation. So when I do my makeup, you know, if I take this and I look at in here my foundation, I want it to go on, and I want you to think, where's the skin and where's the makeup?
No, because one of the things I said to you was, oh my goodness, that's so little foundation. But actually, a little goes a really long way, doesn't it? A really long way.
But I want to just finish off tools, and then I'm going to do my stack, because I want to do my stack for your audience. But, okay, we'll talk about that.
Okay. Caroline doesn't like these, does she? But I really like them.
I love them.
So this is a derma roller, which
a microneedle derma roller.
Which is a microneedle derma roller, and it has 0.2 millimetre tiny little needles on it. And if I do it under here, because I haven't got any makeup, because you can't do it over the fact that you've got makeup on, you go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You'll see my neck go red, okay? Yeah. Which then what it does is it micro punctures the dead surface skin cells. And then whatever
you're speaking to a converted audience, because I must do
whatever
this
you
every
put
day.
on top goes in. Now you've got to be careful. Don't team it with acids, because acids aren't formulated to go under the skin. But if you team it with peptides, or you team it with retinols, or you team it with antioxidants, and the where I'm using it is because obviously I am. Who was the lady that said about your neck? Trinny's got a really good neck.
Rosie.
I'm at that point in my life where I want to do that.
Can I say a couple of points on this?
Go on.
That you can get very technical, very basic. So Amazon will do needles. They'll do titanium rollers. They can start at £10, which is great.
And I stick to 0.2 of a millimetre.
No, but it's not just about the length of the needle. It's about how many are on the barrel.
Yes.
Okay.
But you're hardcore.
I know.
Because you go much longer than 0.2, don't you?
But I go 0.2 when I'm doing every day, and I'll do 0.5 on my neck, and I'll do 1 on my body. But when you do a body... I do a
Does it bleed?
No, not at all. I have rhinoceros skin. But when you do the body one, the issue more is that the needles will blunt incredibly quickly. So I've tried it. Do you remember, ladies, I did my left leg and not my right leg?
I remember that.
Yeah, and the skin is thicker on my left leg as a result of doing it. And I did it for a month, every 3 days. And it's thicker, but it's slightly... like it has scar tissue underneath, but it's more solid, so it holds my cellulite better. It's denser. Exactly. So it's quite interesting. It's an experiment to be undertaken very gently. But there's two things. One is how deep the needles are, and the other one is how many needles they put on a barrel. Because as you go across, it's how quickly you're going to get the next needle, and some are far denser than others. So I like fewer needles, and some people prefer more needles. No, I like 0.2. I think that's a great everyday one. The most important thing, a little bit, is to clean it. So if you get it, you might get it with a little spray, which I think they're pathetic, the sprays. I just get Surgical Spirit and spray it, and then what I usually do is I use it, I put it under running water, Surgical Spirit it, put it in its plastic container. When I bring it out again to use it, I just put it under running water again to get rid of the residue of the Surgical Spirit. So that's kind of that. But we both love that. So in our top 5 would be a roller.
Yes, and I would use it here. And actually, because I'm quite crepey here, I use it around my eyes before I use my eyes.
Okay.
But have you seen this?
No, I want to see this. This is. Do I need something to try this?
You're excited.
Yeah,
no, you're going to try it.
Okay, I'm going to try it.
So this is a Tria.
Vibration in the bathroom!
This is a Tria laser.
Yeah.
Okay, and what this is a home pixel laser.
Okay.
So what this does is instead of using little physical needles to drill holes, this uses
laser.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So laser basically is going down and heating up your skin. That's why you can feel pricks with it.
Yes.
Heating up your skin to go and tell your collagen, or the little tiny bit you have left, go and fight another day and regrow. That's kind of,
because as you get older, your production of collagen and elastin slows, and what this does is it boosts it back up again. This would have been, do you remember you told me ages ago, that when you were younger and you had acne, and then you were left with the scars.
And I did CO2 laser.
This is the modern super high-tech DIY equivalent.
Well, I mean, that made my skin red for a month, but this isn't going to because they wouldn't sell it that way. So tell me what I do.
So basically what you do is you roll it along the skin.
Okay.
Do you want to try it on your arm first before your face?
No.
Hard.
I know, because I'm fine on this. So it will just start when I put it on.
Yeah.
Okay, so you feel that, you feel the little
micro prickles of heat.
And you've got to have skin, it's got to be in contact with the skin, because if it's not, it won't work.
It actually comes with the gel, but you don't need the gel. You could use it with your normal hyaluronic acid.
So you're not going to see anything straight away.
I would go red. If I did that back and forth on my face, I would go red.
Now the reason back and forth.
You go back and forth over each area 2 or 3 times, and then that's it. In fact, it's timed. When it comes in the box properly, it's timed, and you go over a certain area and certain back and forth. And what it does is it basically sends micro pixelated pieces of laser into your skin and drills tiny little holes into your skin. You can't see it. And then what happens is the next day...
It feels warm. Can I just... So it feels warm. It does prick a bit. I know, because I did also a peel on Friday. So I'm thinking... And I'm excited by the idea. Can I ask you how much it is?
Yeah, it's about £400.
Okay.
A lot of
so
money.
If you went to have a treatment at a... not a facialist.
By the way, I put her on 3 straight away. I didn't even start one.
Then probably this kind of treatment could cost you anywhere from £300 to £600 to do a laser.
Oh yeah, easily.
Right. So it's not going to be as strong as going somewhere, but many of you ask about these kind of treatments that I go and test out, and I'm sure Nadine, for her audience, hello there, test them out too. So if you feel, no, I can't do that, but I really want the most fantastic Christmas present, and I'm going to get somebody to pay half of it with me, that could be interesting.
Because you can share that.
Yeah.
You can share that.
Okay. All right,
now,
next
somebody
product.
asked me what I thought of New Face, and New Face is microcurrent, and loads of people ask me this, and I'm telling you what I think of New Face. I think microcurrent works absolutely brilliantly, but it has to be very precisely placed, and I don't think it's something you can do. I think it's something that Caroline Hirons needs to do. She would also say that about pixelated lasers.
I have to say, I'll give you my take on that, is I use New Face for about a year, and with the 2 little needle, the 2 round heads, and I did my jaw, and I did it every day for about 10 minutes, and I do think it helped.
Do you?
Yes, I do think it helped, and I found the gel it came with it was shit. I think all the gels these things come with are not formulated brilliant, and you just got to toss them away.
They're just conducting gels.
Yes, so that it just stops you. It just gives you the ability to move up your skin like that. Yeah. All right, fine. Okay.
So laser hair removal.
Oh my God. Yes. Questions. Yes.
There's lots of ladies asking about what you've talked about so far. Is it good for acne scarring, pigmentation, and rosacea?
Which one? Let's start. Well, let's start with.
Let me turn that off. Acne scarring, definitely.
Yeah, can I just stop? Microneedling is really good for acne scarring, and also I do know people who have had help using it doing it with a nice penetrative serum or an oil, even like Philip Kingsley Trilogy Rosehip, which is great for rosacea, with the needling. But needling, some people with rosacea, it's helped them a lot, but I think you have to be delicate with rosacea.
I wouldn't go...
But I've actually had some women who've said to me on our channel, it helped me. So I'm just going to leave it out there that look at past posts, because you'll see some women who have said it's helped my rosacea, and I go and DM them straight away, or go and get in touch with them through our mutual Facebook page and ask them their experience and how they did it and how bad their rosacea was, because I think there's nothing better than speaking to another rosacea sufferer.
Think, look at that beautiful bird in your garden. I think rosacea should be treated with kid gloves. I think you need to go and see a proper dermatologist and see there are new creams out, new things available. There's Cilantro, there's Rosex cream. I think calm the inflammation first, and then when you feel like you've got it under control, then tiny steps.
Okay.
Tiny steps.
Right. Say the names slowly, sorry. Say the names of the two products again, because I don't know them, and my audience would love to know them.
Rosex is a Metronidazole, which is an anti-inflammatory, antibacterial cream, and Cilantro is an antifungal cream, because they now think that rosacea is caused by fungus.
Yeah, I think so too. And when you see it on the skin, it's in places that
and
you
it's
would
an
have fungal inflammation.
Inflammatory condition.
Yeah.
And the things we're doing is we're encouraging, all these things encourage inflammation in the skin in a controlled way. I think if you've got an inflammatory condition, you don't really want to inflame the skin further.
You want to calm it first. Okay, but it's because women have said it's helped them. All right, what was the next question, Alex?
We've got winter skin at the moment, because obviously the weather's changed. How do we stop our skin looking dull?
How do we stop our skin looking dull? Exfoliation. Now, we have different thoughts on exfoliation. I'm using the eye cream that you mentioned to me, the Neostrata, and I've got to say it's very good.
Do you like the ND Nag? The one, so the product that I desperately wanted you to try.
I didn't. What is that for, that product?
This is the Retinol. Did they send you that one?
I don't think so.
Really?
Lines and found smooth lines and finishes, no. So where were we? Because I just want to finish the questions, because ladies here are waiting for questions. So, darling?
We've got horizontal lines on the forehead. How to get rid of those? Good
Botox.
Everywhere else.
Well, horizontal lines on the forehead are something that Nadine and I don't have so much, because we've both done Botox.
Because I do. Okay. Look, because I haven't had my Botox done for months. Right. Look at that.
But that, if you want to be extreme, Botox, but otherwise, if you want to soften them, some form of retinols are there to kind of change skin texture and soften lines. So Nadine's going to go straight into the one she told me to get.
That's my favourite all-time retinol.
Okay, can we do it so it's not shiny, just so people can see
that
it?
That is
Tell me what it's called.
Neostrata ND Nag. And
so we're going to one of your 5 products now.
It's the only retinol that I use that makes me peel as much as a prescription.
All right.
Because I've got quite tough skin like you. I don't normally peel.
Okay, so when women were talking just now about lines and about how can they deal with pigmentation, I think, I have to say, microneedling, I do think is good for pigmentation.
Yeah.
It really is good. And if you use it in conjunction with a good vitamin C serum, I think that it gets a vitamin C serum further down. And I do like that combination, and I've had quite good success when I've had very light pigmentation, so pigmentation that's been caused by sun as opposed to by hormonal change. I think hormonal change pigmentation...
Melasma is completely different. That's an inflammatory condition again.
Yes.
But if you've just got that, which is old lady sun damage, vitamin C, the best one in my opinion is the DCL 30% C Scape 9.
I quite like it, but I still like the CE Ferulic, by Ceuticals.
Yeah, that's every morning though, that's only 10%.
I know.
At night...
It's not 10% actually, it's 20%.
Is it?
It's 20%. But I also like Dr. Sebagh's because it's 22% of lactic acid. And I think that the night one I've tried, but it depends. If you're a morning vitamin C person, I don't think you should do it. Do you think you can do both? I don't know.
No, because I think CE Ferulic is preventative. I feel like it needs to get quite a high percentage. Can I just say she's going through the magic drawers? The magic drawers.
No, that's a boosting serum. I'm trying to find the night.
Can I just say my one final gadget while she's sorting that out is the Philips Lumea
I just want to show
home laser remover.
So I'm just going to show the product. So this is the product we were talking about.
Sally Hughes did a brilliant thing in The Guardian saying it helped her melasma.
Okay, so for your menasolinates, for ladies who suffer from pigmentation, which is being stubborn, try that.
And I do, if you're on a budget, the ordinary vitamin C, they do a 20% in silicon and a 20% in squalene.
So which is
They're in tubes, which is olive oil extract. The squalene is very thick, very gritty, very moisturising. The silicone one is much more velvety. I don't think either of them you can use during the day, even though the ordinary say you can. I don't think you can.
I have, because I brought them both up on this.
They're
and I have
incredibly greasy for during the day. Did your makeup sit well after that?
It was fine.
They're gritty as well.
Yeah. And I like the one in silicone I prefer, because it wasn't so gritty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just need to do, what I want to do is I want to just...
But they've now got a new 30% Scorbil, which is in an oil, which somebody's just asked about.
Yeah.
That I love. I think it's really nice. And Trinny and I disagree about oils, because I don't use scented oils. I do like oils, but they can't be scented. And I think that's a really nice one. What have you just put on there?
I just put on any old serum, because I just want something to hydrate my skin before...
Oh, I could have given you a serum.
Oh, okay, well then I'll take one. Sorry, I'm going to take it off. I'll take it off, because are we going products
No,
now?
don't take it off. Lay it on top.
Okay, hold on.
This is my...
Do you really like that? Okay, so let's just tell the history behind this. Dr. Obagi actually did the first really good vitamin C, because he did a kind of pigmentation month program.
He's obsessed with pigmentation.
And he's obsessed. And it came with hydrocortisone cream, which some people can be allergic to. And it came with a serum, and you could get 5, 10, 15 or 20% vitamin C. Hydroquinone.
Which I don't think anybody should be using.
No, because it's incredibly irritant for most people. It weirdly helped me, because I just had Lila.
But you had it on prescription, right?
I had it through his kind of through his
eyebrows back
yes,
up.
I put my eyebrows back up. So he then left Obagi and started Dr. which you're going to show now.
Zoe Skin Health.
Dr. Zoe Skin Health, which I have been reticent to try.
Okay, so there are two things.
So I want you to tell me what you think. So what is this I'm trying?
So there are two parts of the new Obagi collection.
Yeah.
There's Zoe Medical, which is the hydroquinone, really high vitamin C, and then there's Zoe Skin Health, which is just his everyday products.
Okay, this is an everyday. What is this?
This is Zoe Skin Health Daily Power Defense, and it's the most beautiful daily hydrating serum that just contains loads and loads and loads of antioxidants. So it's just a barrier between you and the outside world.
Okay, it goes on very nicely.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it goes on
super light, suits all
it
skin
has
types.
a tiny bit of vitamin C in it.
No, it's got a slight citrusy smell to it, but it has definitely got vitamin C in it.
It's got some ascorbic acid, I think, something. Okay. It's nice. I would need a moisturiser on after this, but I would find I could put this on under my eyes and then I wouldn't do an eye cream, because you and I are different on eye cream. So I'd take my serum right up like that and put it on.
I put all my serums right around my eyes and right down my
I'm going to
neck
now
and
do my makeup,
Go on.
because I wanted to be as nice as you, because we've gone through most products. So I'm going to start off just for you
look
ladies
as nice
here.
as me without makeup.
No, I just... I had a peel on Friday, so my skin's a bit red. So
What peel
I've got
did
my
you
stack. I did one with Dr. Rabia, and I did a Julia Hunter peel, which is an American lady.
You love Julia Hunter.
I love Julia Hunter. So I'm going to start with my BFF cream, which comes in a tube, but I decant it to my pot. And
now, can I say, when I interviewed Trinny, I interviewed her for my very last piece for Hello Magazine. She took me to one side, took all my makeup off, told me off, because we have different views on makeup, and she did my face, and I got so many beautiful comments saying, I love your skin, it looks super glowy.
the thing is, we get so used to a makeup
We get stuck in a rut.
All right, I think many of us do, and I've had many women who have said to me, you know, when if I decide to change my makeup routine,
watch this
I'll
foundation
do it.
go on.
Okay, so this is the foundation, and you see I've got a red nose. Do you see?
Barely. But
No, I have actually. I have. That was a really nice angle.
that was a really attractive shot.
Okay, I
Trinny.
don't give a shit. And then here I've got redness too, and this is called Just a Touch. And basically, it just blends
into your skin. You don't even wear it the whole way out, do you? You just
No.
wear it on the centre panel.
I wear it where I need
And
it.
around your eyes. If I use the amount of products on my face, it would just irritate it. What are the basics?
Well, I'd say
Gentle double cleanse.
yes.
A hyaluronic acid.
Yeah.
Trinny, are you doing a 50ml BFF cream?
I did BFF. Oh, am I doing a 50ml? Oh, well, maybe. Good thought. I'll tell you what, I use my BFF. I do a pump in the morning and a pump at night, so it will probably last me 2 to 3 months. It depends how much you use. Somebody just told me, can I just say what somebody said to me, who's a fan? They said, I use this Trinny on my hands because I hate how my hands look. And they put it on
gives
their
them instant
hands,
soft focus, yeah.
And it just, she said, everyone said, my hands look so young. So if you also used it on your hands, I'd say 2 months.
Yeah.
But Just a Touch, going back to Just a Touch.
You carry on. So basically the skincare basics would be a really gentle double cleanse, I think a hyaluronic acid serum and a antioxidant richer cream or serum.
Yeah.
That's your absolute basic, isn't it?
A vitamin C you could put in there. I put a vitamin C as a basic.
I mean, as an antioxidant, to be honest, your antioxidant should have vitamin C, vitamin E, ferulic acid. It should have it all in anyway. Sorry, I just dropped my scarf.
Oh, darling, don't
Which
worry.
is my only attempt, can I just say, of not being in all black around you, Trinny.
Thank you, darling.
How
I'm very
pathetic is
grateful.
that?
I'm now
I feel like you
doing.
should have a faux fur and a gilet and a pair of cropped trousers.
But
on.
I'm now doing my cheekbones. So cheekbones is a weird thing, and you
Oh,
do
no, I
bronzer,
love this.
but
Yes.
this actually you put into the underneath
No, this
your
is the
cheek
perfect
and you
colour.
draw it
And
down.
also, I put that now under there to hide my little
Oh, do you?
poochy
That's
bit.
very
You
good
haven't got
idea.
a little poochy bit, but I've got
And
a
then
little
eyes. Some of us feel funny about doing eyes every day. You know, I think we all do our eye makeup. We all do our makeup in a different way. So for me, it's about looking fresh skin and then something to make blue eyes pop. So today I'm doing Fortune, and I expect to not have to use a brush. So I put it on my finger like that. And I go in and I literally go in and I do a little bit. This is like 2 eye colours in one, and then I do the other side.
I think your eye colours are absolutely beautiful. When
then-
Cha did my makeup, it looked gorgeous, and they are a beautiful, long-lasting, creamy, velvety to powder formulation.
Thank you, darling.
Really
Thank
beautiful.
you, darling.
Really
Have I
gorgeous
seen
colours.
it?
Now, Trinny has lash extension, so she
Yes, I
doesn't
do.
need mascara.
I don't need mascara. And then I'm going to
And she
use
has her eyebrows tinted as
something
well.
different. Yes, I do. I'm going to use something different. I'm going to use, we got lip to cheeks, and I, every day, do different ideas on my products. So I'm going to use quite a dark lip to cheek, which is called Munchkin, just to give myself...
Where does Munchkin come from?
Charlotte and I have this, like, Charlotte,
like
who's my makeup
an affectionate
artist,
term.
have, you know, we've worked together for 20 years, and when we'd see a woman who was a certain kind of woman, who was kind of cutesy pixie, we'd go, she's such a
little
munchkin. And when we were building our tech, there was a very sweet girl there called Joyce, and she was a real munchkin. She was that kind of girl. And so
I hope you're watching, Joyce. You've got a product named after you.
Yeah, we then named after her. So I'm doing Munchkin here. And I like to always, you know, people have bought products and they're building a tower. So I have just my stack, which is my 5. But at the bottom today, I'm going to show you.
No, but addicts will have 50 in their tax stack.
We have had people send pictures in, and they've kind of said, how high can my tower go? And they've got like 20 products. Some people bought their whole match to me. So match
How
to
many?
me.
If you bought your entire match to me, and I'm a Santa, how many would there be?
There would be about 24 products.
Wow.
I'm doing lip glow
I love that as well.
in Maddie. And then I'm going to take the last bit of my lip glow and just put it on my cheek to soften the cheek. It's not sticky, it's just glowy. And not many, some women say, oh, will my fingers get dirty? And I kind of use it all up before I'm at the end. So my fingers now are clean. I've done my makeup. I literally shove it in my, I don't need a bag.
On the
ladies.
back
I
of a
just
motorbike and go.
shove it back in my bag, or I have something protruding from my, yes.
Gorgeous.
So that's me,
Men
makeup
trousers.
done. Makeup done there. And that's simple.
Somebody was saying to me, Nadine, can you name products that have got those in? And that's what I've named. So
Okay.
every day, so
Yes.
back to the products we were talking about. Now that I appreciate these are expensive, and I really
How much are they?
hate
So let's
recommend.
price
That's like
them.
129, and that's like 85.
That's a fucking killer of price point, ladies. We know that we can bring up ranges that have key ingredients like The Ordinary. You got C-Ferulic there?
Yeah, so CE
Yes.
Ferulic, there's never a
But
day
that's-
when I don't use
But
it.
that's what I was saying. I call it
But I put
C-Ferulic.
that and under that.
Under the night.
I don't think
under
you
what?
can layer enough
Under that,
under
yes.
the daily
yes.
power to it. So my everyday is
Copper acetate.
no multi-molecular.
Do you like multi? Okay, let's.
DCM.
Okay, slow down. Slow down. So, Niod is the top range of DCM, which also makes The Ordinary, and they have The Ordinary, Indeed, and Niod. So, copper isolate is something I told you ladies about. Comes in a
Love
bottle
that.
very similar,
Love
and
that.
it's something that sort of indirectly helps to regenerate the structure of your skin. It doesn't work directly because it has this kind of chemical
peptide,
breakdown.
yeah.
It's a peptide,
Yeah.
so it goes in and they work like a little army. So
They send messages into the skin basically to say, make more collagen
Yes,
and
exactly,
elastin.
exactly.
But we both think it smells weird.
it smells very weird. It does smell like you've put a rusty old pipe on your face, but
Which
that smell
I quite like the smell of active.
You think it's working? No, because then you think it's working even more, so we can get there. But I'm interested because I have the multimolecular hyaluronic complex and I haven't used it. So is this hyaluronic acid and is it sticky?
It's not sticky.
It is hyaluronic.
The Sebagh one is very sticky, and I love the Sebagh one.
I just put it on my
and
thing?
What I use is the Sebagh one under here because it does this sort of, and it tightens my neck. This one is not because it's because it's
when would you use it? Sorry, when would you use
morning.
It? When in your routine?
Straight on my skin after cleansing.
Before vitamin C.
Yeah. Then I use I use my C Ferulic, and then I use the Daily Power Defense.
Okay. So
every single morning.
I do a different layering to you, and I think a lot of people say, what should we use first? So I used to always do vitamin C before anything else because somebody told me a long time ago, it only works when it's right by the skin, not when another product is underneath it. So that's just from my opinion. Until I then was looking at the copper isolate, and the copper isolate even more so needs to work on a clean skin. So my routine now would be the copper isolate, then the CE Ferulic. I always call it Feronic, but they know I call it Feronic, so that's probably they'll realise what it is now. Then a serum. So I'm always in different serums. So your routine now is that. And then...
So it's hyaluronic acid,
first.
CE Ferulic. I don't think it makes any difference. To be honest, as long as they don't have any oil in them, because the oil will form, or silicone, they'll form a barrier, then that. And that's me most of the year. And then I would put a cream on in winter where I need it.
All right, so what cream would you put on? What moisturiser?
I might have triple lipid from Skin Ceuticals. I'm not really fussy about my creams.
Yeah, you see, it
AG interrupter it's just that's about comfort, whereas my serums are about active.
Can we just?
And I also just say, you say you love oils.
Yes.
I really love that range, and that's the Institute Estherderm. That's the vitamin E. Vitamin
A. So that's kind of in the retinol family, but you're going to use that in the morning.
It's not a retinol.
I find the consistency of that oil, because you're not an oil person.
I'm not an oil aficionado.
I find that's not a great base that it's sitting in. I have to say, I don't.
I think it's just grapeseed.
But I find grapeseed a bit.
I would only use that at night. Yeah.
But can I just? I think what's really important in this whole conversation we're having is many women say, I just need a great moisturiser. What's a great moisturiser? And I think what we're kind of trying to suggest is moisturising is the least important thing in terms of if you're looking at products that help you bring back the signs of age, or just wanting your skin to look plump and good. So if I had to say, number one is a tool that actually stimulates my skin. Okay.
I would say, I honestly, hand on heart, my moisturiser would be the least important part. I would choose an antioxidant, I would choose serums, I would choose, and I put them all around my eyes, I would choose a great cleanser, I would choose tools. My moisturiser is my add-on at the last minute.
Yes, I agree.
I would rather lay on another serum.
Yes, I know.
So back in the day, skincare used to be cleanse, tone, moisturise, cleanse, tone, moisturise, cleanse, tone, moisturise.
Which many ladies still do, because that's a routine they used to.
And women my age. I'm not being patronising.
No, but because it's something that you started with Clinique 3-step, and you were born in the 60s or 70s, and that's what everyone did, and you kind of copied what your mum did, and there was nobody telling you all the other things that might be out there, because there was nothing else out there.
Yeah.
But
so now instead of having one cream, I would rather have 2 or 3 serums. Okay. And then, just to say peels, have you tried this?
I've got it here to try.
You're going to love it.
I just wondered. So, have I got it here?
So check this out. Here. This is the ordinary AHA 30%, BHA 2% peeling solution, and it's this really scary one that looks like
So tell me when to use it, Nadine, because I've got it in my sort of testing pile, and I was thinking, to do peels at home, you want them quite sort of, you don't want to be scared of them. So
no. And this is a completely non-scary one apart from the fact it looks really scary.
Is this going to make you flake, or is this just a really strong exfoliating?
It's just a beautiful exfoliant. You leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes. I mean, I would be really naughty and get my Clarisonic out on top of that. So
I would too.
I know.
I would too.
Separated at birth.
So I think that we started...
I could leave that on my hands now, honestly.
Yes.
We could finish here. I could go home, have breakfast, peel it off. I would still be fine.
So let's do that, because we want to do hand things on a Sunday morning. But
I don't know why I've got such nice looking hands. I don't deserve
do,
them. I've
you
never
have-
looked after them.
because
It's
you
really
have,
unfair.
You have an olive skin, and it's really
I do
nice, so
have
that's
a really
why.
olive skin.
Lady-
You have a much thicker, denser skin than me, but I have a really olive skin.
Yeah.
You've got blue eyes and I've got black eyes. I've got
But
Santa.
I think the difference is that I have a thicker skin on my face, but on my décolleté and on my hands I have a much thinner skin than you, because then I'm getting Scottish, because I'm half
Look,
Scottish.
you've just really put that on. You're so different the way you use things. I put it on really thinly.
Yeah.
You've put it on really thickly, and now it's started to foam on you.
Because what I
which
want
it
to do
does
is I always feel if I keep moving it will activate more, so I really feel it tingle. And sometimes I don't have much time, so I feel if it's something that activates passively, if I move it around, it will activate in a far more actively way. Far more active way. Jesus Christ, did I just say that?
Can I just say also,
Yeah.
she's not got an extension in her hair.
No, I haven't
her
got a friend
hair
in.
is
But
to
I-
die for. It's as thick as a horse's mane.
I'll tell you why.
It's
Can I
bloody
tell you why?
gorgeous. I'm
Can I
sorry,
tell
I'm
you
so
why?
jealous.
Most women know that I used. Hello, ladies. I'm so sorry. I'm talking to my own one. But
No, I know.
But most ladies know I used a clip-in, and I'd say my friends. And then I
You don't need
started. No,
them.
it was quite thin. And then I started using biotin, and I take a huge amount of biotin a day. I don't know if there's
I'm
a
gonna
negative
start taking
downside,
it now.
but I take 4 pills from the Solgar Biotin in the morning and 4 at
Do you
night.
really think it's made a difference?
And I think it's made a difference. I'll tell you why I think it's made a difference. Because here, where I felt I was receding, that's baby
Broken
hair.
off, yeah.
That's
No,
not
it's
broken
helped
off
you
hair.
grow-
That's
yeah.
broken.
Yeah.
That's the. And I think as we get older, this bit will go here. That bit will go. All right. And that bit goes for a number of reasons. It goes because when you're going through menopause, you tend to have hot flushes at some stage, even if you. We're both under bioidentical hormones.
Would you use a Sisley neck cream? No.
No, you wouldn't.
Don't believe in neck creams.
No.
There's nothing special about your neck that is any different to here or here. It's marketing
Use
higher.
everything all
If you
the
love
way
Sisley
down.
face creams, you just use your face cream all the way down.
The neck cream is thicker. I'll tell you one thing about the skin on the neck. It's a
Yes,
different
Metallica,
consistency.
perfect hair.
It's a very different consistency.
Finer.
It's finer, and yet it's harder to penetrate. Because I remember Sebagh saying that to me. So, you know, when you're working on,
Same with phytobusticolate.
yes, you wouldn't use it.
Never. No, there's no such thing as an active neck cream, cellulite cream, or bust cream. It's all the same skin. Just use something with retinol in. Save your money.
Retinol queens here, they are. Yes. Okay. Next question, Alex. Have we missed out questions?
We have a lot
What? I'm a skincare
What?
expert for Sisley. I've got nothing against Sisley at all.
Oh no!
I think it's a
can I just
beautiful
say,
range.
Can I just say the opposite?
Just
because
you can use face creams anywhere you want.
Can I just say, Sisley has 2 of my favourite go-to creams. So if I'm wanting hydration and nurturing and comfort, I use their Black Rose mask, which I love, and then they made a Black Rose moisturiser cream,
Yep.
and I love it. It's my luxury. If I'm at the airport and I haven't bought anything that month, I will go to Sisley and I'll buy those 2 products because I feel the immediate
They're
hydration.
comfort. They're
and
like a hug in a jar.
They're a hug in a jar, and they're the first brand that did really beautiful plant-based extract ingredients.
Yes,
So I do-
Anna,
yes.
protect my chest. Anything you wish you'd done for your skin at 31, not sunbathe, and protect my chest.
Okay, any other finish the hair advice? What was the supplement? The supplement was because
Solgar Biotin.
It's Solgar Biotin, and I've taken 3 or 4 in the morning and 3 or 4 at night, and then also what I've done, which I'm waiting to see if it works, is we both see Diana at Dr.
Can you
Sebagh.
talk about your bioidentical cream?
Yes, I will. I've tried PRP also in my hairline to stimulate the hair follicle. And Diana, who is the doctor at Dr. Sebagh's, who does that treatment,
Who I need to
PRP,
get to laser my chest. She's brilliant.
she has a number of clients who had hair loss, and especially hair loss that's been from shock or from a treatment or something. And by doing the PRP, which is basically taking the plasma of your own blood and putting it back in a little masotherapy way, which are these needles attached to a little gun, it helps stimulate the hair follicle and grow that hair very
you've
well.
had a
So I just want to
combination of
say
that
that.
and
Yeah.
biotin.
So if you really have proper hair loss, and you're prepared to spend money, that's an extreme thing to do, but there's been very good results on it. I think some people, if you have very bad hair loss and they've done transplant, you have to be very aware that the hair, I was asking my hairdresser the other day, the hair can grow back in a very different condition from your other hair, and it can be quite difficult to manage. But I'd love feedback on that too. So give each other feedback, any of you who have hair issues, and say what you've been doing as well.
Same with my followers as well. Make sure you speak to each other. Can I just say,
yes,
Trinny's hair is naturally very, very coarse. Mine is naturally fine.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of it, but it's fine. But so what Trinny's talking about here is not making each individual hair thicker. It's areas where it's actually thinned, which does happen as you get older. Somebody asked me about Paula's Choice products.
Yes,
I absolutely love Paula's Choice products because they're reasonably priced. They're that middle market. So they're that sort of Clinique, Estee Lauder market. It's really unscented, plain, good formulations, and that's my Resist Vitamin A Intensive Repair Cream for night. And I'm sorry you can't try it, but you would love it because oh, there you go, there's a tiny bit left. Tell me what you think of that. I quite like that. It's quite buttery. Smells of retinol. Don't smell it and think it's going to smell nice.
Stinks of retinol.
I don't believe in scented skincare.
I think Paula Dorf is really interesting, and I'm
Paula
going through. Paula Baggott.
Yeah.
But it's Paula Dorf, it's called, isn't it?
No, Paula Baggott. It's Paula Baggott.
Paula's Choice, I mean. Paula's Choice.
Look, Paula's Choice is good. You should start on it. A good clay mask.
All right. Can I just say, on Paula's Choice, I want to ask you then about these others. Can you hold that for a second, darling?
That's the Neostrata. I'm just answering somebody's question.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
the Neostrata retinol nag product. But that, don't worry, that, and there's a 1% night cream that Paula's got, are my absolute go-to retinols on a day-to-day basis. This one does really make me peel. It really does. In fact, Caroline said to me that this was too strong for her skin. She's got really great balanced skin. Have you tried Dyson hair dryers? Yes. And I don't even want to admit that I love them. I love them. I dried my hair with my Dyson hair dryer this morning. I loved it.
I hated it.
I really didn't think I was going to love it, and I loved it.
Can I tell you why you loved it and I didn't?
Because I've got fine hair and you've got thick hair.
Yeah, because I think if you have fine hair and you blow dry with it, they invent a technique so when you blow down the follicle, it sort of slightly thickens your hair.
It's Neostrata with a T. Sorry, Lena.
When you use it on very frizzy hair, but frizzy, because my hair's sort of fine but frizzy, I couldn't get that really nice developed curl that I can get from a normal hairdryer. So we've had different opinions on it. Okay.
Did my thing just turn on?
It might have done.
Yeah, I just.
Verin is good, but not enough retinol. Well, I think it has different amounts of retinol. So hormones, let's discuss. How many minutes have we been on, darling?
Forever.
I don't know, about over an hour.
Oh my God, then that's too much. What we'll do is
we'll come back and we'll talk hormones because hormones are really important.
Should we just do? Because I'll tell you the things Nadine and I are thinking of doing, and you say, ladies, what you'd most like to see us do.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. Yeah.
So one is to have a hormone chat about what we both do for menopause. I think a lot of you are going to say that.
People need to talk about the menopause. There's nothing shameful about it at all.
No, and we both talk about it, so we know that's a given. The other one is we're being fucking lazy about doing some exercise at the moment. So we were thinking, should we do something together which gets us up? So what we do is if we're going to buddy up, and we might decide a week in which we do this. So we're going to buddy up, and we're going to every morning before we start work. So some mornings might be 6:30 a.m. Just to warn you. We will do something and try something together that we introduce each other to. So I might take Nadine around the park on my crazy routine. You might take me something else.
I'll take you to parkour,
and then you
Pilates, yoga, because basically we were both really, really, really fit a few years ago. We've let it slide, and we're really uncomfortable with it. And we feel like if we tell you and we buddy up, then we can introduce you to lots of different ways that we think work out, because basically we're fundamentally really lazy and we don't like running anywhere. So basically what we want to do is we want to buddy up, introduce you to do new exercise and tell you what works and what doesn't.
Great.
And have fun. What do you think?
And have fun. We will.
So we'll do mornings, every single morning we'll do it on Facebook Live.
All right. I think
get Chloe to video it for us.
We'll get somebody to video it. And
or I could video you could video me back and forth.
We could do. Or we could just have somebody filming the comedy act, because I think it will be naughty girls in class. So, and when we do that, what I think would be really good is you find a woman that you can buddy up with too, and you do it that week with us. So we'll all find different classes around the place.
I mean, it will be classes, but also you just want to get me into a park and get me moving.
I do. But I quite like, you know what I'd like to do is things that I've always thought, how hideous do I ever want to do it? Sweatbox yoga. I mean, it sounds so disgusting, and I
don't like to sweat with my clothes on.
But also, I don't like to feel how many bacteria are on that yoga mat, so I have to bring my own.
My sister's obsessed with hot yoga, and she got a fungal foot infection.
Okay.
I'm convinced.
Okay, all right. I think we'll stop at fungal foot infection. We want to say a very nice thank you to Nadine for coming into the bathroom, and I think it's a beginning of a beautiful, fruitful relationship.
Yes.
And we thank you so much, all of Nadine's ladies, for joining us in my bathroom. And we will be in touch soon with new ideas. Mwah! Yeah.